everyone, and welcome back. We're in DAI, and I think what we're doing next is, oops, I did not mean to do that. Okay. Here lies the abyss with the wardens, I believe is next. So let's go do it. Okay. And we got all our table stuff here. Good hearts. Animate Fortress has withstood countless darkspawn attacks without falling. The Grey Wardens defending its walls are legendary warriors, but to prevent Warden Commander Cabal from raising an army of demons, Inquisition forces will need to siege energy powerful enough to breach Animate's defenses.
Adamant Fortress has stood against the Darkspawn since the time of the Second Blight.
Fortunately for us, that means it was built before the age of modern siege equipment. A good trebuchet will do major damage to those ancient walls. And thanks to our Lady Ambassador...
Lady Cyril of Jadar was pleased to lend the Inquisition her sappers. They've already delivered the trebuchets. That is the good news. And the bad news? Erimond called the ritual at the western approach a test. He may already be raising his army of demons in the fortress.
The Inquisition forces can breach the gate, but if the Wardens already have their demons...
I found records of Adamant's construction. There are choke points we can use to limit the field of battle.
That's good. We may not be able to defeat them outright. But if we cut off reinforcements, we can carve you a path to Warden Commander Clarel.
Taking this fortress is going to get a lot of good soldiers killed. Our soldiers know the risks, Inquisitor, and they know what they're fighting for.
It'll be hard fought, no way around it, but we'll get that gate open.
It's also possible that some wardens may be sympathetic to our cause. The warriors may be willing to listen to reason, though I doubt they will turn against Clarel directly. The mages, however, are slaves to Corypheus. They will fight to the death.
We've built the siege engines and readied our forces, Inquisitor. Give the word, and we march on Adamant.
Alright, and we just read that. Taking our people.
For the Warden! Pull back! They're through! All right, Inquisitor. You have your way in. Best make use of it. We'll keep the main host of demons occupied for as long as we can.
That's a worrying lack of specificity there, Commander.
There are more of them than I was hoping, Inquisitor.
You don't say.
Warden Stroud will guard your back. Hawk is with our soldiers on the battlements. She's assisting them until you arrive. There's too much resistance on the walls. Our men on the ladders can't get a foothold. If you can clear out the enemies on the battlements, we'll cover your advance.
Yes, sir. Inscription upon a triple-state stone and flowing formal script. Allow who walk in the sight of the Maker are one. In a addendum underneath it, painted quickly and sloppily. Stick this in your taint, Blighty. Oh. I forgot nobody could come through yet. Nobody can shoot through it either.
We will not be sacrificed for some insane ritual. Can't you see? This is madness! It's no use! Their minds are not their own! Keep your distance!
The Inquisition is here to stop Clarel, not to kill Wardens. If you fall back, you won't be harmed.
All right. My men will stay back. We want no part of this. Deal with Clarel as you must.
Well said. I had hoped some of the Wardens would listen to reason.
Alright. This way.
Press on ahead, your worship. We'll clear a path for the rest of our forces.
Did I miss something back here? Oh well, I don't really. It doesn't matter. Oh, that's that. Okay.
For the Inquisition! I thought your men could use some help up here. Good work. Stay with my forces and see that they survive this.
I can.
Stupid cold. A letter from Warden Commander Corell, Master Ermon. I am not an untutored apprentice. The Grey Warden mages who left the circle just after their harem might take your explanation at face value, but I am an enchanter before I joined the Wardens, or the Grey Wardens. The sacrifices, the death, are necessary to bind the demons, I grant you. You know more of such things than I, and I make no judgment upon it, but the manner of my mages since binding the demons is still unsettling. They answer my questions readily, but the words are spoken by rote. And several of the non-mages have claimed that their comrades seem cold and unfeeling since ritual. Some of that is natural, I grant you. One cannot kill a brother and come away unchanged, but if there is more to this, I will have it from you. The Inquisition presses us to action. Continue the rituals. If we must destroy them before we venture into the deep roads, so be it. But do not lie to me, Ronald. I'll stand against the Blight, and no man, no Inquisition or Inquisitor, and no magistrate will get in my way, Corell. You are blinded, my dear. Very much blinded. Okay. Anything down there? Come on.
Saved a lot of lives on the battlements of Visitor.
Not all the wardens have stood against us. Willing, we may be able to reason with Corel.
Commander Cullen will hold the path open for us as long as possible, Inquisitor. Our forces are ready when you are.
All right.
Wardens! We are betrayed by the very world we have sworn to protect.
The Inquisition is inside Clarel. We have no time to stand on ceremony.
These men and women are giving their lives, Magister. That might mean little in Tevinter, but for the Wardens, it is a sacred duty. It has been many long years, my friend.
Too many, Clarel. If my sword arm can no longer serve the Wardens, then my blood will have to do.
It will.
Stop them! We must complete the ritual!
Clarel, if you complete that ritual, you're doing exactly what Ehrman wants.
What? Fighting the Blight? Keeping the world safe from Darkspawn? Who wouldn't want that? And yes, the ritual requires blood sacrifice. Hate me for that if you must, but do not hate the Wardens for doing their duty!
We make the sacrifices no one else will. Our warriors die proudly for a world that will never thank them.
And then your Tevinter ally binds the mages to Corypheus!
Corypheus? But he's dead.
These people will say anything to shake your confidence, Clarel.
Bring it through! Please. I've seen more than my share of blood magic. It is never worth the cost.
I trained half of you myself! Do not make me kill you to stop this madness!
Be ready with the ritual, Clarel. This demon is truly worthy of your strength.
Blackwall, can you talk some sense into them?
You don't know me, but you may have heard my name. Like you, I've given my life to the Grey Wardens. The first time I put on this armor, I felt like I belonged. Like I was part of something honorable. Something with a purpose. I know how good that feels. How safe. But fighting and dying here today won't stop the Blight. If you want to stop the Blight, kill that bastard up there. His master is the living embodiment of its corruption.
Clarel, we have come so far. You're the only one who can do this.
Perhaps we could test the truth of these charges to avoid more bloodshed.
Or perhaps I should bring in a more reliable ally. My master thought you might come here, Inquisitor. He sent me this to welcome you.
Now you got it.
Clarel, wait.
Help the Inquisitor!
How do we get out of here?
Warden Commander went that way.
So, this way? This way. Okay, this way. Oh, I see you. Oh, no, you don't.
You've destroyed the Grey Wardens.
You did that to yourself, you stupid bitch. All I did was dangle a little power before your eyes, and you couldn't wait to get your hands bloody. You could have served a new god.
I will never serve the Blight! In peace, vigilance.
Where are we?
We were falling. Is this... Are we dead?
No. This is the Fade. The Inquisitor opened a rift. We came through. And survived. I never thought I would ever find myself here physically. Look. The Black City. Almost close enough to touch.
This must be very exciting for you, Solus. Any advice you have on what exactly is going on would be wonderful.
What spirit commands this place? I have never seen anywhere like it.
It's not how I remember the Fade either. Perhaps it's because we're here physically, instead of just dreaming. The stories say you walked out of the Fade at Haven. Was it like this?
I don't know. I still can't remember what happened the last time I did this.
Well, whatever happened at Haven, we can't assume we're safe now. That huge demon was right on the other side of that rift Eramond was using, and there could be others.
This is shitty. I'll fight whatever you give me, boss. But nobody said nothing about getting dragged through the ass end of Demon Town.
In our world, the rift the demons came through was nearby, in the main hall. Can we escape the same way?
Let's find out. There. Let's go.
This is fascinating. It is not the area I would have chosen, of course. But to physically walk within the Fade.
Oh yeah, this must be a dream come true for your crazy ass.
Yes, literally.
I don't suppose you have any words of wisdom for this part of the Fade?
Why would I ever voluntarily come to this part of the Fade? The demon that controls this area is extremely powerful. Some variety of fear, I would guess. I suggest you remain wary of its manipulations, and prepare for what is certain to be a fascinating experience.
He is having a great day. You know what? Let's go ahead and do this because sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, and I'd rather have these other ones for him. Tax. Yeah, we can do that. Let's move that. Oops. Alright, now I remember where I'm going here. I believe. Start over here first. A plea from the warrior to the spirits. The wolves were our allies. In the old days, before Andraste, before the Maker, we knew this to be so. But man grew tired of the chase, the hunt, the truth of pain and steel and blood. Man put seeds in the ground, tended cattle and chickens, and built fences to keep the wolves away. Man bring hounds that would heel and sit and obey, and told himself that the hounds were just as good. Now darkspawn come again. They break our fences, kill our cattle and chickens, burn our crops. Our dogs cower with tails between their legs, or if they fight, they fall to poison of darkspawn blood. We are dying, and I am shamed by my cowardice. The ways of men and hound are not enough. I come to you, spirits of the old forests. I who built fences, I who came with fire and steel to drive you away. I came to you because fear has made my arms weak. I ask you for unforgiving rage to make them strong again. Kill the hound in my heart and grow stronger from the meat on its bones. In its place, give me the wolf. Where it's caught in the bloody ripples of ancient water in the fade, somehow remembered. Fears of the dreamers, the pilgrim. I came to the temple of sacred ashes with the faithful, ready to help at the conclave. I prayed to the Maker for peace, but the mountains shook and fell and buried me. Alone in the darkness, my legs crushed. I cried in fear of the world with no Maker, fading in and out of dreams of monsters inside the black. Light my final hours, and let me go to the Maker without the terrors of the darkness confounding me.
There must be something here.
Going. We're gonna light his flame here. Oh, I mean, collect a candle. Okay, now we'll light it. Perfect. A letter by a burning candle. Maker, give me strength. When the Darkspawn came to Darum, I wept so hard that I could not speak, but still I fought for you. When demons poured from the sky where the Temple of Secret Ashes used to stand, my hands shook so badly that I could not aim my bow, but still I fought for you. When Corypheus and his archdemon destroyed Haven and killed my friends, I screamed until I had no voice, but I still fought for you. They are sending me to attack Adamant. They say that the fortress is defended by an army of demons, and the odds are grim. We cannot win, but our distraction, our sacrifice, may give the important people the chance to do what is necessary. My stomach is knotted, and I see dead friends from old battles reaching out for me every time I close my eyes. I am so afraid, Maker, but still, I will fight for you. Writer unknown. Let's see. Want a magic because rogues me magic. Walking the Fade, Frozen Moments. I once studied the Fade as a scholar, dissecting it as a child might a rat or a frog. I was young and craved the power conquering the Fade could bring. I tried in vain to chart its path, and when that failed, I attempted to secure them. In my arrogance, I struggled against the Fade's very nature. How does one pin down a dream? How can one control a thought so that it might travel away always the same course from the concept to completion? Sorry, guys. Only when I let go of my desires and humbled myself was the Fade open to me. The spirits came and took it upon themselves to be my guide, my lanterns in the darkness. At their command, the paths grew still, and I could walk them again and again. I was shown vast oceans, containing not water but memories, drawn from the minds of dreamers. I drifted through the frozen moments like paintings, perfect in each detail. As I explored the impossible realm, the spirits kept darker things at bay. I came to trust them, even love them, and I saw my own love reflected in them. To know the Fade, one cannot seek to master it. The Fade is the master, the teacher. We are merely apprentices. Writings of the Magister Carolus of Tarvayan, known to some as Calvus the Fade Touched. Alright.
By the Maker. Could that be?
I greet you, Warden. And you, Champion.
Divine Justinia. What are you? A spirit? A demon? The real Divine couldn't have survived Haven.
Couldn't she? How much of Haven do you truly remember? You think my survival impossible,
Yet here you stand alive in the Fade yourselves. In truth, proving my existence either way would require time we do not have.
Surely you can understand our concerns and explain what you are.
I am here to help you. You do not remember what happened at the Temple of Sacred Ashes, Inquisitor.
No, I don't.
The memories you have lost were taken by the demon that serves Corypheus. It is the nightmare you forget upon waking. It feeds off memories of fear and darkness, growing fat upon the terror. The false calling that terrified the Wardens into making such grave mistakes? Its work.
I would gladly avenge the insult this nightmare dealt my brethren.
You will have your chance, brave Warden. This place of darkness is its lair.
Corypheus seems to have a lot of demons at his disposal. How does he command so many?
I know not how he commands his army of demons. His power may come from the Blight itself, but the nightmare serves willingly. For Corypheus has brought much terror to this world. He was one of the Magisters who unleashed the first Blight upon the world, was he not? Every child's cry as the Archdemon circles. Every dwarf's whimper in the deep roads. The nightmare has fed well.
How do we hurt it?
We should likely focus on escaping the Fade first.
Oh,
You
soulless.
hurt it by escaping the Fade and leading your people against Corypheus.
That wasn't what I meant.
I know. But for now, it is the best answer I can give you. When you entered the Fade at Heaven, the demon took a part of you. Before you do anything else, you must recover it. These are your memories, Inquisitor.
Soulless, you cannot want it not to be heard. Like, it's feeding off of nightmares, and it's not a good spirit at all. But then again, we know that you're not a whole overly too good of a spirit either. As being an ever nearest.
Bring forth the sacrifice.
Bring forth the sacrifice.
Run while you can! Warn them! Why are you doing this? You, of all people!
Now is the hour of our victory.
Why are you doing this? You, of all people!
Keep the sacrifice still.
Someone, help me!
What's going on here?
So, your mark did not come from Andraste. It came from the orb Corypheus used in his ritual.
Corypheus intended to rip open the veil, use the anchor to enter the Fade, and throw open the doors of the Black City. Not for the old gods, but for himself. When you disrupted his plan, the orb bestowed the anchor upon you instead.
That's it?
Yes.
That tells me nothing. Not about Corypheus, or a weakness for the demon, or even a way out of here. All it tells me is that I should break his damn orb next time it starts glowing.
Yet, even that information may one day help you. You cannot escape the lair of the nightmare until you regain all that it took from you. You have recovered some of yourself, but now it knows you are here. You must make haste. I will prepare the way ahead.
Why not? I would be pissed.
Something troubles you, Hawk.
Those were Grey Wardens holding the Divine in that vision. Their actions led to her death.
I assumed he had taken their minds, as you have seen him do before. Come, we can argue after we escape this dark place.
Oh, I intend to.
Oh, come on, computer. You can do this.
Do you think that was truly the Divine?
We have survived in the Fade physically. Perhaps she did as well. Or, if it is a spirit that identifies so strongly with Justinia that it believes it is her, how can we say it is not?
She seems interested in helping us. That much is clear.
That's great and all, but the nightmare is the thing currently scaring the shit out of me.
It is a fear demon, as I suspected, likely drawing on terrors related to the Blight. Fear is a very old, very strong feeling. It predates love, pride, compassion, every emotion, save perhaps desire. Be wary. The nightmare will do anything in its power to weaken our resolve.
After what it did to my fellow Wardens, I pray we find some way to strike it down.
Yet you were disappointed when I wanted to hurt it. What am I going to do with you, Solus? I hope there's a way to redeem you. Move out of the way. I just came from here, right? Yeah. Okay. Or there's nothing here. A letter written in a shaky hand. Son, by the time you read this, the Darkspawn poison will have claimed you. We gave all at Starkhaven, and we brought time for the Wardens to slay the Archdemon. But when I smelled the corruption in my wound, I knew I would not live to see you again. Varus will want men to search the battlefield. He sees Starkhaven as a rising to greatness, and the weapons of 100 dead Grey Wardens lying unclaimed on the ground will help him conquer the Green Marches. You must refuse. The battlefield is soaked in poison, and no speech, no bullying, no taunts about cowardness can change that. Anything that roams that battlefield now will die. Stall him however you must, and watch for the crows. Those birds have the good sense to fear the Blight. When you see them gather, then you will know that the poison is gone, and it is safe to search the battlefield for the trinkets to satisfy furnace. I will not be here to guide you, son. So you must learn from the crows. They watch patiently and they let their fear keep them alive. Please, I beg you, watch the crows and do the same. Sora. Okay. Alright, down here, let's go.
We have a visitor. Some silly little girl comes to steal the fear I kindly lifted from her shoulders. You should have thanked me and left your fear never forgotten. You think that pain will make you stronger? What fool filled your mind with such drivel? The only one who grows stronger from your fears is me. But you are a guest here in my home, so by all means let me return what you have forgotten.
I forgot the demon starts talking.
Guess this nightmare wasn't such hot shit after all.
These are but minor servants of the nightmare.
Just let me have this moment to hope, all right?
The nightmare is talking smack. You'll be alright. Oh. Every time. Thank you. The Claws of Dumont. Master unveiled a new altar. It stands higher than a man, like a great statue, and great spikes just out from its length, hungry for blood. Master calls it the Claw of Dumont and says that the altar will help bring Dimitra to glory. I praised it, as was expected, and Master smiled. It was good to see him smile again. He has been fearful of late. Vexed by the loss of the followers, he has met with the other priests, and in secret I have heard them discuss ways to return the people of Dimitra to the ways of the old gods, as is only just. He spoke to me later in the day, and asked that I call him Corypheus, as it was the name he would take for himself after a ritual. Master, now Corypheus, told me that my people, the elves of old, were tied to the Fade, and that in order to carry out the will of Dumont, he would need to call upon the magic that lives in our blood. Corypheus told me to gather all the elves' servants and bring them to the western hall of our home at midnight. That is the hall where the Claw of Dumont is now kept. There are shackles across the top of the great altar and pools lined with runes beneath the claws. I have sent my wife and children away, but have not warned the others. A few I may save. If I try to save us all, we would only be killed in some other way, and the others would die in our place. Master once laughed and joked. He could be stern, but he was not a cruel man. The weakening of the temples brought fear into his heart, and that fear has changed him. The cuts upon his arms are deeper and longer where he used his blood magic more often. He speaks to his wife little. He listens only to the voices in his dreams. It's almost midnight. The Claw Dumont, great in spikes and merciless, is all my mind can see. I must gather the others. My family is safe. Corypheus will take me, but not those I love. Words somehow preserved in the blood at the statue's base. And now you kind of see where Corypheus started. And he gives a little hint that the elves were connected. Oh, come on. Where are you? I see you. Yeah. Alright, fears of the dreamers. The freeholders. I watched the blight take my land. I had nowhere to go. I tended the fields as I had, even as my flock died and my family sickened, my body racked by pain and chills. I saw too late the poison that had crept into the lands. In my fear dreams, the sickness covered this whole world, and I wept in fear for the family I killed with my foolish pride. Show me that the world survives. Show me that the poison does not take everything. Alright. Off we go. So we've been there. We've been there. We went in here too, right? I believe so. Oh, there's anything in here? No? Okay. Which way we were going? This way? Yeah. Yep, faintly. Let's give a quick save here. Oh, dexterity I can use.
Look!
Look! It doesn't matter which way I go, right? Eventually I have to come back now.
What's this?
Expert from a journal. They think they own us. They think they decide whether we live or die. They sit there with smug in their armor, ready to cut off our heads with the slightest transaction. As though we don't strive every day to stay sane, to keep the demons away. They can't control us any longer, and we'll go back to the circle not ever. I thought about it last night, being back in the tower, their eyes on me, and all of it came back. All the years, head down, don't clench your fingers, be a good mage, be a quiet mage, and I realized I don't want to make peace with the Templars. I want them to burn. I want it so badly that the bed caught fire and I wouldn't go out until Evelyn iced it all over. It's still there inside me. I want them to feel the fear they made me feel. I want them to know what it's like. We're leaving for the conclave in a few hours. If those bastards so much as blink the wrong way, I'll let them see what an apostate looks like. From the journals of an unknown age. Okay. Yeah. You really had a lot of rage there.
Perhaps I should be afraid, facing the most powerful members of the Inquisition.
Never gonna talk shit again.
Like Blackwall. There's nothing like a Grey Warden, and you are nothing like a Grey Warden.
I'll show you a warden's strength, beast.
A little hint underlining. I'm really never taking Blackwall with me yet. Already died.
Kunari will make a lovely host for one of my minions. Or maybe I will ride his body myself.
I'd like to see you try.
Nothing like what? Shack up to demon, huh, Iron Wolf? Alright. That's it, right? Just double check. Yep. Okay.
Ma Herelan, Mabanal Inasalin, Marsolas Ina Martin.
Bonal Nadas.
Calling you out, Solus? Let's see. Is it this way? No, this way. Am I going the right way? Yes. Okay. It was this way too, right? Okay, it's coming back from. So down this way.
Did you think you mattered, Hawk? Did you think anything you ever did mattered? You couldn't even save your city. How could you expect to strike down a god? Isabella is going to die, just like your family and everyone you ever cared about.
Of course, a fear demon would know where to hurt us most. We must ignore it.
Those were little fears. Tiny manifestations spawned from the nightmare itself.
And they take the form of spiders. Something so many fear.
You saw spiders? Spiders would have been a massive improvement from what I saw.
Remember, we walk in the Fade. Demons of fear shape their appearance to unnerve each of us.
Well, now I feel better.
Alright, sorry about that. The Birth of Fear. In an elegant inscription, you're too young to worry so, my child. Write your worries down here. All your fears are smaller ones. You have defined them. Listen in the child's shaky hand. What if the Darkspawn comes back? Father said one day he'll die. Darkspawn underground, Darkspawn under our house, Darkspawn coming up from the basement. The sun will die. Black bits on bread could be blight. Getting sick and dying from the blight. Grey Warden's coming to make Father go back. Father's dying fighting Darkspawn. Dark patches on Father's arms that he hides from Mother. Father says he hears music. From a letter lying near a cluster of spider eggs. Okay, so there's nothing over here, right? Okay.
The nightmare is closer now. It knows you seek escape. With each moment, it grows stronger.
Alright then. Oh, gotta get closer. recover some memories.
Go!
Keep running!
This is the breach back in Haven. That's how I escaped.
The demon! Keep running! Ah!
Go!
It was you. They thought it was Andraste sending me from the Fade, but it was the Divine behind me. And then you... She died.
Yes.
So this creature is simply a spirit.
I think we all knew that was the case, Warden.
I am sorry if I disappoint you.
Are you a memory of the Divine? A reflection?
If that is the story you wish to tell, it is not a bad one.
What we do know is that the mortal Divine perished at the temple, thanks to the Grey Wardens.
As I said, the Grey Wardens responsible for that crime were under the control of Corypheus. We can discuss this further once we return to Adamant.
Yes, Adamant, where the Inquisition faces an army of demons raised by the Wardens.
How dare you judge us? You tore Kirkwall apart and started the Mage Rebellion!
To protect innocent mages, not madmen drunk on blood magic. Even without the influence of Corypheus, the Wardens go too far. They need to be checked.
Agreed. The Wardens may once have served a greater good, but they are far too dangerous now.
What are you saying? You want to get rid of the Wardens? Everyone makes mistakes. They would have died to save us.
Don't know that we can pass judgment on the only folks who know how to stop blights.
This debate can wait until we're out of danger.
Inquisitor.
The nightmare has found us.
Form up!
I'm with you.
Come on.
Come, real or not, the Divine is the key to escaping from the Fade.
Agreed. Let's see here. What I want. Okay. A note left by a burning candle. Lunette. The breach is sealed, and the war between the Templars and the Mages is finally over. All our fear and terror is finally ending as the Order returns to this world. I wish you could see the people celebrating at Haven. It is everything you would have wanted when you left for the Conclave. I will make your sacrifice a worthy one. What we do here with this fledgling Inquisition will shape all of Thedas. I will make you proud, Your flame will burn forever as a beacon of hope. Something is happening, the ground is shaking, and the soldiers are running to the gates. Rest well at the Maker's side, my daughter. I will sing your memory again soon. Love, Aloni. Oh. I already, tried to clear my nose, and apparently it still didn't help any. Okay. Here. Here. Letter in a child's simple writing. A door is open. Mother said to run. She said the Darkspawn were coming. She wanted me to go. The door is open. It was close when I left. She said she would be right behind me. She said not to come back no matter what. The lamps are lit all over the village, even during the day, to see through the smoke. Mother should be here by now, but the door is open. I'm going to look inside. Oh, poor thing. Okay. Investigate. Heroes of the Dreamers, the Grey Warden. I joined the Warden to serve in glory. No blade could touch me, nor any claw pierce my armor. Still, I was fated by joining to die. Alone in the deep roads, the calling in my mind, I sat by the last campfire I could see, allowing myself one last night of terror, and cursed the fate that brought me here. Let it be my choice to have served and died. Let it be nobility rather than the dreaded hand of fate destroy my destiny, and let it be my decision. Okay. Well, I hope all the sniffing is not about these guys, because really.
We should search the area.
Well, we'll plan on
Warden Stroud, how must it feel to devote your whole life to the Wardens, only to watch them fall? Or worse, to know that you were responsible for their destruction. When the next blight comes, will they curse your name?
With the Maker's blessing, we'll end this wretched beast.
Okay. I gotta go back here. Right here. Whispers written in the Librarium. We are here, we have waited, we have slept, we are sundered, we are crippled, we are polluted, we endure, we wait, we have found the dreams again, we will awaken.
Do you think you can fight me? I am your every fear come to life. I am the veiled hand of Corypheus himself. The demon army you fear, I command it. They are bound all through me.
Ah, so if we banish you, we banish the demons. Thank you. Every fear come to life.
Good job, Spirit. Oh, weakness for the demons. Okay. So we can do this either way. We can go up, and we can go down, and then return to where we didn't choose. So let's go up.
Shit, that's big.
It wants our fear. Deny it and it has nothing.
Investigate. Ah, the child. Haven is burning. Mama cries when I am not looking. It's cold in the mountains. And my feet hurt, but Mama says to hush, that the others have it worse. She says a monster named Corypheus came to Haven, and it was only the Maker's blessing that let us escape. I don't feel blessed. The monsters come every night when I sleep, and I don't want to wake Mama crying again. I miss Sir Snort. Sir Snort Short, however you want to say it, always kept the monsters away. There it is. Your little stuffed mug. Okay, let's see if I remember how to do this. It was 2, 3, 4, 5, right? So we activate this one. Oh. This one. Go away. Oh, okay. This one. This one. This one. This one. And perfect. Let's go to Blackwall. The Temple of Dumont. Look upon the Temple of Dumont, God of silence who speaks to faithful in dreams. No words of desire may sway his will. No cry of valor, oh Jesus, may stand against him, for his silence conquers all, and his secrets are shared only with the worthy. Look upon the Temple of Dumont and fear him. Okay, I believe that was it. Now let's go back here. because I really hate this down area. Examine. Okay, the laws of nature in the Fade. It is simply to say that the laws of nature do not apply in the Fade, but while traveling in the Fade is often confusing for mages, it is rarely so chaotic as to defy descriptions. In fact, while the placement of items may seem random, those items usually operate as we would expect them to in the real world. A book opens to show pages. Although the pages may be blank or lines with gibberish, a pen and ink well let a user write, though the pen may write on its own, and the ink well never runs dry. Those items that float usually hover at the relative heights where they would have sat had the objects meant to support them exist. Candles suspended in the air as though held by a phantom candlestick, for example. Why the laws of the maker bent but not fully broken? Why does a book not turn into a dragon or a statue explode in the countless shards of energy? The answer, I believe, lies in the fact that the items we see in the Fade were most often made by the hands of men. A statue is created things. The mortal hands that shape it give it its purpose, and it knows that what it is meant to do. The object that strains against the law of nature are ironically those that are more natural themselves. Great stones, for example, hanging in the sky, no hands have ever touched them, no mortal minds ever shaped them to purpose. I expect, though we may never know, that if the dwarves dreamt and shaped the Fade with their own perspective or perception, the rocks would not float. From the Shaper of the Fade by enchanter Esteem Astarthian. I'm gonna get you. Let's make sure we're not missing anything. The Keepers of Fear. This is not a place of honor. Here came beasts from the north, carrying a poison called the Blight. They killed many warriors and sickened the land, and even their blood could kill. We feared them, and it was right. We were strong, but we still came to feed upon our screens. These stones hold the screams of the Almari. Wherever the spawn of darkness have come, these stones were raised, so that the beasts might take their bounty of fear and depart. If they did not, every man would put his screams into the stone until none were left beside him. Then we would light the fire to burn the screams away, and take upon the sword and shield to fight until death came. When all the men were dead, the women did the same, whether it was with tradition of the tribe or not. Then the children, even if all they held were fire pit sticks. Remember our warning. Give the stone your screams. Burn them so that they cannot master you and fight. Runes etched near the base of the screaming statue.
What's with the water? Trying to prey on my deep fear of having wet calves?
Oh, waters of the Fade. It is unclear whether the waters here is a manifestation of the Fade or physical water that has poured in through one of the rifts somehow. Possibly the rifts in Crestwood. It's an interesting way to put it. Okay. Now we're going right back to where we were. Nothing? Okay. The Fear of Dreamers, the Scholar. When the Darkspawn were new, when the Magisters had just brought them to our world with their sin, I was among the first to call myself a Grey Warden and swear to the end the blight that threatened our world. We had seen the archdemon die from mortal blows, only to rise again from the body of one of its servants. It could not die. I searched in vain for some way to kill the beast and save my world. I slept in fear with no solution, knowing that only the blight the Magisters had brought would destroy everything because I could not save it. Show me what must be done to slay the archdemon. Show me what I need to save my world. Okay. I'm gonna go back here for a moment. Make sure I didn't miss anything here. Oh, come on. Oh. Grab it. Oh, walking the Fade, harrowing. I found myself on a plateau, swirling smoke and mist. I could not see my feet, or perhaps I had no feet in that place. Each step was treacherous. I had to believe there was ground. If I didn't, there wouldn't be. And I would fall into nothingness. I was protected only by my will and my magic. The demons they made me face took the shape of my great cat, and we battled. It spoke in my mind. It told me that I would eventually stumble, and then it would pounce. The demon talked to me of the Templars beyond the veil, standing over my paralyzed body, their swords pointed to my heart, waiting for the moment of my failure. All it would take was a splinter of fear, a seed of doubt, and I would be unmade. The demon would devour my mind, and the Templars would destroy what was left of me. This was my heroine. They force this upon all mages and call it good, but it is neither good nor right. It is evil and unjust. From the particular destroyed journal bearing no name found in Punchlock Hold Cistercian. Right? Now. Yep, this is where I wanted. Okay. Got you. I believe I got everything on the wall over here. So now we're treacherying back over here. Right, yeah. Okay. I love this. Okay, so we're gonna read all these. Iron Bull madness. Vivian, irrelevant. She is irrelevant. Varric becomes his parents. Cassandra helpless. I don't see Cassandra ever being helpless, but this is their worst entire fears. Remember that. During temptation. Come on. Sarah, the nothing. Solus, dying alone. And makes sense. Although isn't Arnoris. Well, he said he didn't bind himself to a dragon when we were in Valegar last. Blackwall himself. Well, that's understandable. He gives hints all over DA. That's why I'm replaying it again. It's so great. Okay.
Look!
Oh my god. Turn. Oh look. I guess that was not a good advantage over here. Oh. Oh, come on. Yeah, standing here is a great advantage. You there?
That's the end of that.
The rift, Inquisitor. Get through, and then slam it closed with all your strength. Reach to the farthest reaches of the Fade.
Okay.
The rift! We're almost there!
Don't say it like that. That guarantees another demon is gonna show up.
Alright, give me one moment here. We are gonna complete this one. I promise you, in this episode. It is going to be a long episode, but I think we can handle it. Alright, I have to go blow my nose again, guys. I'll be right back. Alright, here we go. Oh, little bitch. Her body
If you
faded.
would, please tell Liliana. I am sorry. I fell for you too.
You cannot stand against me. You will die in agony.
Where'd you go? Where'd you go?
You are nothing.
Where'd you go?
Stay strong!
I grow fat on your fear.
No, you're gonna die.
We need to clear a path!
Go! I'll cover you.
No, you were right. The Grey Wardens caused this. A Warden must...
A Warden must help them rebuild. That's your job. Corypheus is mine.
Stroud.
Inquisitor, it has been an honor. For the Warden!
Excuse me.
She was right. Without the nightmare to control them, the mages are free and Corypheus loses his demon army. Though as far as they're all concerned, the Inquisitor broke the spell with the blessing of the Maker.
Once they understand what really happened,
Honestly, after all the death they've seen, perhaps it would be better to let them believe the legend.
Inquisitor, the Archdemon flew off as soon as you disappeared. The Venatori Magister is unconscious but alive. Cullen thought you might wish to deal with him yourself. As for the Wardens, those who weren't corrupted helped us fight the demons.
We stand ready to help make up for Clarel's tragic mistake. Where is Stroud?
Warden Stroud died striking a blow against a servant of the Blight. We will honor his sacrifice, and remember how he exemplified the ideals of the Grey Wardens, even as Corypheus and his servants tried to destroy you all from within.
Inquisitor, we have no one left of any significant rank. What do we do now?
You stay and do whatever you can to help.
Hurts
Stroud died for the ideals of the Wardens. In war, victory. And we are still at war. Do you believe the Wardens can still help?
I do, your worship.
You're still vulnerable to Corypheus, and possibly his Venatori. But there are plenty of demons that need killing.
While they do that, I'll inform the Wardens at Weishaupt what's happened. Best they not get caught off guard.
Thank you, your worship. We will not fail you.
Good luck, Inquisitor. It's been an honor. And take care of Varric for me.
You need the Wardens, Solus. We need the Wardens. Anybody can be manipulative.
Hawk sent me one final report. She's on her way to Weishaupt. As for the Grey Wardens, they are fighting demons and Red Templars while staying clear of Venatori. You dealt Corypheus a significant blow, Inquisitor.
The Grey Wardens carry respect in other nations. If we spread word that the Inquisition has their support...
We may gain standing with nations that have suffered under the Blight. I will take the matter to Josephine. You took an army from Corypheus, but that will matter little if Orlais falls into chaos. All arrangements have been made for the ball in Halam Shiral. Let us know when you are ready to proceed.
Remind me what we know about the plot against Selene.
The Venatori are planning some kind of attack on the Imperial Court. Corypheus may even be fueling the conflict between the Empress and her cousin, Grand Duke Gaspard. If we warn Selene, she may prove a most valuable ally against Corypheus.
Where can I find the Empress?
She's holding a grand masquerade ball at her winter palace in Halam Shiral. Your invitation has been arranged. That is where the Venatori will strike. Speak with us when you are ready. What was she like? Divine Justinia, or her soul, or the spirit that took her form? I read your report. I know it isn't clear, but...
She seemed calm, serene even, and she guided us the whole way through.
That does sound like her.
She did ask me to tell you something, though. She said, "I'm sorry, I failed you too."
Oh. I should finish this before it slips my mind. Perhaps later we might discuss the matter further. Thank you.
You're welcome. Anytime, Liliana. Alright, and that is the end. When we come back, we'll probably have a bunch of people to talk to, side missions, for table stuff, and all sorts of things to catch up from after the Grey Warden's stuff here. Normally, you know, loads up a bunch of sides missions that we wouldn't have to do. But until then, We'll see you guys later. Bye now.